This is Loud. Still to come on the program, interviews with Dave and Steve from Iron Maiden. Bruce Dickinson was actually here for the Much Music Video Awards, and man, was he a little testy. He got all up in arms with the fact that Much Music doesn't play hard music, yada, 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 yada. The funny thing is, he's obviously never seen Loud, and ironically, that a couple of guys from Maiden will be co-hosting in this next segment. Another funny thing about Bruce was he talked about how metal has always been the underground, and that's true, but Maiden has always been embraced by the big guys, without a doubt, but that's okay because he still was in Maiden, and that's totally cool. So why don't we take care of it? Yeah, let's do some Maiden right about now. It's the royalty of rock and roll. Iron Maiden. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Let's start with this then. Let's go back to prior to signing with Rod, prior to all that, when Paul got busted with the knife, having to go on stage.
Blimey, that's going about a bit.
Yeah, go back. And you had to sing, right?
Well, sort of, yeah. I'm not exactly a good singer, really. I mean, I just sort of croak a bit in the background vocals, really. But, of course, you know, I wrote most of the words, so I know the words. So I had to do something. I mean, what could we do? After set was like instrumental, and the rest I just sort of croaked out, really. I mean, I'm not exactly the world's best singer, so it was quite funny, really. It's quite funny.
We still went for it, though. I mean, I think we stood up now. But actually, we went for even more because Paul wasn't there. And we just extended some of the instrumental parts, and, you know, and stuff. But yeah, at the time, it was like, okay, you know, what we're going to do now then. I think that's when Rod turned up, didn't he?
Yeah, he's just like the attitude, the fact that we just got up there and done it and, you know, just got on with it, really.
And so you go back to that point and you think, you know, the events leading up to the signing, which was, you know, getting the deal and turning into what Iron Maiden has turned into over all these years. Back then, could you have ever imagined that this is where you'd be in the year 2000?
No, not at all. I think we weren't even thinking beyond the first album, really. We was just hoping to get an album made and do like a UK tour, weren't we, really?
Yeah.
You know, or actually hopefully get on a tour with somebody or something like that.
Yeah, you're looking from like gig to gig, because we were working at the time, we had day jobs, so, you know, a thing like Steve, I arranged a few gigs, and then, you know, the big gig, you know, one a week, sort of minimal, really. And that's what we was looking at, really, you know, just getting around and playing, and hence we were going up and down the country and gradually building up a little kind of cult following there. You know, we had a few pundits that come to see us, you know, specifically, so it kind of started the thing rolling. You know.
Here's where you are now. You've got the next record out, which Kerrang! Magazine, probably no surprise to you, but a lot of people were shocked when Kerrang! Came right out and said, this is the best Iron Maiden album ever.
Well, I don't tend to believe that too much, really, from them, because, you know, they've sort of slagged us off in the past, and, you know, the same people may well be slagging us off in 2 years' time, so, you know, you don't take it that seriously, really, but, I mean, yeah, if they say nice things, it's nice. Really well, the albums did well. I mean, you know, got #1 album in Spain, and that didn't really the album before last and stuff like that, you know, so fantastic, really. I mean, so loyal, you know, just totally behind the band, you know, which is what you need in times like that, when things, you know, are, you know, press are getting on your back a little bit, and, you know, and things are a bit sort of awkward, bit of a downtime, I suppose, and that's when you need a bit of help. Yeah, and we certainly got it, didn't we, really? You know, yeah. It was just amazing, you know.
It's been so consistent over there, even like in the early 80s when we first got the deal and started touring there a bit more, there was still, you know, huge crowds, and, you know, and the kids like, there's still bootlegs around, flying around from that period, you know, 1980, 81, 82. And they come up to you now and they've got them, you know, like 20 odd years later. So
you guys are trying to get your hands on them.
Yeah, well, in fact, we've got them. Yeah, we've got them. Oh, yeah. No, in fact, they come out and they give you them. So we've got a collection of a few of those early gigs from that period, yeah. But I say the consistency is they've always been there right from the beginning, that cult following. Even if it could be possibly, you know, a new generation of fans now, you know, they're just, you know, they just have always been there, so it's been fantastic.
I think there's been a big difference because, you know, in Europe definitely, you know, there's been like a lot of new young fans. I mean, like Scandinavia, for example, I mean, it's just like loads of new young fans, you know. And I think that's what we've sort of lost a bit of ground, like Canada and the States, really. You know, we haven't really picked up as many new young fans, really. I think we're starting to get some again now, but I think we sort of, you know, we've still got hardcore fans, but not new young fans. We're all the time in Europe and South America and Japan, we just always keep getting new young fans, as well as keeping, you know, some of the old ones as well. So it's been very healthy, you know, for our career, you know.
Sure. I want to talk to you about the new fans. I also want to talk to you about the lyrics on this record and how it's changed more with Iron Maiden. When we come back, this is Maiden on Loud.